Hi everyone, Soundhunter here and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be continuing the series of what if civilization restarted. We're going to continue the exploration of Asia. So as people from the red team, I'd say this is start to explore up north. There's quite a lot of exploration and they enter, I'd say, as they continue exploring, they enter modern day Russia, and as they continue, there's some civil war. There's a civil war that happened in this team because the government started caring less about the people and more about power. So it's a pretty large province. It's very populated. Decides to succeed, and the thing is, this also has lots of major cities, and so as they try to start taking the land back, it's not going too well, and then some other province try to succeed, as they have 3 provinces break away, and they are all very populated and have at least a few major cities. So as they start trying to push back, the red team tries to push into them, but it's not looking too good for the red team. And with low morale, people start to also defect to the people trying to succeed. So with that, the red team decides to let them succeed to prevent a bigger war and to prevent more people from trying to defect, and so they don't lose more resources. And they decided, and most of these countries will make an alliance. So, and their capitals. They will have their capitals will be this purple team's capital will be here, the pink team's capital will be here, and this green team's capital will be here. They will make an alliance to counter the red team in case they ever try to invade. Oops. And also, hang on, I'm gonna fix this. Obviously, these two do not connect. Also, some people from the red team who didn't want to fight just decided to leave and make their own country somewhere else. As they continue, so as these groups of people decide to explore, and as they continue, they start to, they get here, hang on, I'm gonna just use a bucket feature, they get here all the way to Korea's, wait, no, that's not Korea's. They continue along the coast, and they walk probably for a couple of years to get all the way over here, and they end up in the Koreas. They make us, so this, hang on, so there's a country formed in North Korea. It's going to be an isolationist for now, but will expand some. Actually there will be more exploration. They start exploring more, and they continue, and then over a few years they explore here to here. Oh no, oops, no, that's too much to be explored. They explore here to here, and then they start expanding. Also, this government will focus more on their people. They are going to be the first democracy in this series. They will have to vote for the leaders, obviously. They continue expanding. And get here to here. And then also is the red team decides to the red team goes down south and starts exploring, and they explore here to here. They explore up north. They start to explore most of the island, and then over a couple years they explore this whole area. They also, so as they start expanding, they'll obviously start making civilization around here, cities, and as they make cities. This nation is also going to be a pretty strong nation, and they will probably be pretty significant, I'd say. Continue, and they expand all the way, almost this whole little area. Let me fix up a few areas. And then, so some people from the let's say pink team, they just decide to leave the pink team for absolutely no reason. And they explore here. Hang on. And they decide to make a nation. Hang on, this is the exact same card now. Make a nation right here. And they start rapidly expanding. This is basically going to be the Mongol Empire of the series. So they start to expand pretty rapidly. They start heading towards Europe, and they go more into Asia. And they also have a really strong military. And then once they get over here, they declare war on the Grey Nation. As they quickly start advancing in the Grey Nation, they capture their capital, and they surrender, taking all their land. No, that's not the same color. And they continue expanding. They start having people go up north to explore. And they expand all the way up in northern Russia. See, this country is going to be pretty dangerous to deal with. They start to invade another Indian country. This country starts working on defenses. And it's not looking too good in the world, because this is a really big country. If you're in Asia, you're in trouble. Countries in Europe are starting to get worried. For some reason, they don't decide to mess with the Grey team. If I accidentally take some land from the green team, it's our mistake. Whereas this country completely gets taken over. Almost. Well, they capture their capital, and so they surrender. And after they do that, continue exploring. They declare war on the red team. They just want this little area. And they obviously take it pretty quickly. Government officials are evacuated to the other area, to the mainland. And the capital is captured. They surrender. They don't take all their land, but they take this area. Then they start to expand into Europe from here. And when they do that, they declare war on the strongest country in Europe, the pink team. This is the second strongest, but not the strongest. When they do that, they start making rapid advances. Pink team surrenders. They don't take all the land, because the pink team knows they can't beat them. They don't take all the land, but they take here. They take their capital. They get up to here. So obviously they have to move their capital. They move their capital over here. And they're still in this alliance, obviously. No, that's a different alliance. What alliance were they in? Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe they're in this alliance. Probably. Well, if they weren't, they joined this alliance. So, the thing is, this country has a huge civil war. So there's a northern and as a southern Indian country. Not not the same country from before. Where's the province? Because they broke them up into different provinces. See, this is it. As there's a long civil war, and it's not looking too good for them. They know their empire is going to die.